Look at that. Great new angle. This is what happens when I think about using my freaking cool little iPhone tripod adapter for this. What? All right. You know what? I might have to turn this down a little bit because I might get kicked off of Facebook. We're going to see. Well, just turn it down just a little bit. I'm going to wait for it. Wait a minute, see if anybody pops on. Got a little dish talk today. Dish talk. Do some adjusting. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Just gonna wait here for a minute. Adjust my cool rack. Oh, yeah, see? It's really important. Make sure it's all secure on here. All right. It's dish talk. What are we talking about today? Fuck if I know. Oh, also, you should all know. Oops, I swear. Well, let's talk about my hygienic piece. Let me tell you. So on Thursday morning, when my wife left for work last week, I was like, yep, my piece is done. I just need to drop it off. Yeah, that happened, right? My piece was done until I put it under a black light. And then my piece was no longer done. And then for the next 48 hours, I felt like a mad scientist. Creating a frame and a canopy and a way to put lights in. I mean, it was pretty intense. And I nearly broke my damn self. I woke up on Sunday morning with a Charlie horse. That was no good. Early in the morning. Luckily, we had plenty of tonic water in the house. But yeah, I mean, I was really motivated to get this immersive piece in. So here's what I want everyone to do. Because this piece has to be in the show. They can't not keep it. Like, they'd be silly. March 5th, 6th, and 7th, I believe. What? Sorry about that. Hygienic opens The Crossing. And you will be able to go down there and have an immersive experience into this piece of art that I created. And there's even this really fun looking glass sort of aspect to it. There's magnifying glass. Everything's under a black light. You are encased in things. There's pretty shiny things to look at. I mean, like, for real. I'm pretty impressed with it. And I only didn't get a picture of it because it was one of those things that it was nearly impossible to install in my house. Yeah. Not that I didn't want to, but in the event that it doesn't sell, I am going to have to install it in my house somewhere. It's huge. 60 inches tall. So 5 foot tall. A whole inch taller than me. 54 inches wide and 24 inches deep. Yeah, I included a little stool for everyone to sit on. At Hygienic, so they can enjoy the experience. And I did want to create a musical aspect of it, but it just really, the visual part was really important, and making sure all of that was put together, and the music just didn't happen. And you know what, I'm okay with that, like, because I really think that the visual experience is a lot. And it will be a lot for people to be like, whoa, because it's detailed, you know? Super mad detailed. And let me tell you, let me give props to Emma and Brittany who came over to help me with this. Emma who freaking thought up of those mad awesome roll-ins. Like, let me tell you, let's put it on rollers. What do you mean, let's put it on rollers? You know, this is how the creative process works. It does not happen in a vacuum. Nope, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Because had they not come over, I would have had a very different idea. You know? And this is, we're going to pop off into the next topic. Community building. Okay? It doesn't happen in a vacuum. Nope. So I go down. I'm going to work today. I have to start organizing the second storage closet. I have a really cool donation that's going down there today to help organize. A very dear friend of mine of 30 plus years is helping me out with that one. Thank you, Julie. And it really is. Let's talk about community. It's about community, right? It's about community efforts, community helping other community. So I made a wrong turn the other day, but you know what? I don't believe in wrong turns. I believe in wandering. I believe that every turn and every moment and every piece of your life is a domino, right? And I made a turn the other day, and I realized that Uncas Elementary School is mad close to me. I also realized it's right in the middle of Section 8 housing. And in that moment, I knew that my director had not placed any of my programs yet. And I said, yo, I want all of them there if I can. If only because that is a population that I absolutely want to serve. The people that don't have cars, the people that are lower income, and the people that need some brighter, better fucking ideas, because learned helplessness is a thing. And when you're stuck in the system, it's an even bigger thing. So I want to help people get unstuck. And how do I do that? Well, I got to be able to give them ideas, right, on how they can do things. So that's where I'm doing that. So yeah, I'm going down today. We're going to talk about the new workshops that we're going to be doing, St. Patrick's Day, because that needs to be rolled out. I mean, we really need to start talking about it now so that I can get people involved. I really would like more of a turnout to the next workshop. But that's okay. I mean, like, Norwich is just rolling out virtual stuff. And thanks to me. Because I'm like, yo, we need to adapt, right? Like, I need to get the art to the masses. And since we can't get together right now, we need to do it in a way that is conducive. And really, like, every kid has a laptop right now or a computer because of this pandemic. Or a tablet, right? That's the new wave of the future. You know, internet is being made cheaper so that lower income families can access these things. So I'm going to take advantage of that by offering virtual workshops. Right? I know a lot of artists that are doing that right now. And that's sort of where we are. We got to figure out how this new wave of world is going to work. We're not going back to normal anytime soon. What is normal? Can we talk about what normal is? You know, like, normal is setting on a dryer. But if normal is going back to work 40 hours a week and not being able to make ends meet and having to work several jobs and not seeing your kids, if that's normal, I'm okay with not going back to normal. I believe that this is a time that we can create something really new for us. You know, like, I know a lot of people are struggling to have their kids home right now. And let me tell you, this is the struggle. We are not a society that thrives on, like, the homeschool, you know, that thrives on kids being home and parents having to hold multiple tasks, right? And I quote from my friend, you know, I love having my kids at home, but I don't like having to school them. Okay? That right now, I can tell you, is probably a huge majority of parents right now. Like, because y'all are having to school your kids on top of you going to work, on top of, you know, y'all are doing household stuff. I mean, and we're all surviving this pandemic. Like, for fuck's sake. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's ridiculous. So, I'm trying to help ease the pain here a little bit. Bring some humor into it. Bring some light and brightness into this shitty-ass world right now. Because, let me tell you, shit ain't gonna be normal for a while. We're in a new phase. And I think we need to be. I think it's really important that we are. Because there are a lot of things that need to change, right? I would absolutely love to see the fall of capitalism. What? Yes, I would. I don't believe in a capitalistic society. You know? I don't believe that, you know, fucking Bezos can have millions and millions and millions of dollars off of the backs of everybody else. And his employees are suffering. Like, nah, bro, that's some shitty shit. I don't believe in that. I believe we can do better. And I think other people know that, believe that too. But we got to get together. And let's talk about, when are we going to stand up? Right? Like, it was interesting, that Robinhood stuff that just happened. That stuff ain't happening on Robinhood anymore, is it? Gotta find a different way. But what is it? What is it? What's the different way? Do we know? I'm not really sure right now. I know that if we outfitted every home with solar panels, every home with solar panels, okay? And with a generated source to be so that they can store their own electricity, none of that shit in Texas would have ever happened. There are wind turbines that are freeze-proof, but nobody expected it in Texas. So let's not blame Texas. Their governor sucks, though. Yeah. So, yeah, there's lots of changes that need to be made. We could make people self-sustainable. We could. You know? We got all this money we're spending in all sorts of other places. And not into our own people. Not into our own people. And that's sad. That's the biggest heartbreak right now. Like, you got to change your perspective. Like, we've been systematically driven into non-community living. We've been systematically driven into being okay with not connecting with our friends on a real level, with not connecting with our family, with disconnecting with the environment. You know, we're okay with synthetic everything, but what are we really doing to the environment to create these things? We're just, wake up. Wake up. Like, it's so frustrating to watch. Just, when can we wake up? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different kind of Kool-Aid out there. You know, a lot of different kind of Kool-Aid out there. I'm not going to talk about the different kinds of Kool-Aid, but there's a lot of different kind of Kool-Aid out there. And a lot of us are eating it and drinking it, just drinking it in different kinds of ways, right? Maybe your Kool-Aid is your... I ain't going to talk about the Kool-Aid. There's lots of Kool-Aid. But it's sad because big businesses, they're the ones controlling the Kool-Aid, right? Big business and government, they control the Kool-Aid. Let's eat, drinking it up, drinking up. That's okay. It's sad. It's really sad. I watch so much. And we're just divided as ever. We're just so divided. Yep. But anyway, at least spring might be coming, right? Like, potentially spring might be coming. That rain we had the other day could have been snow, and I am so glad it wasn't. Because that would have been a hot mess. I already had to take care of the crazy snow water shit in my basement. Not the basement. Where's my brain? In my garage. I had snow in the garage. Not even just snow. It was a flood. Luckily, I had help taking care of it. But, all right. It's time to rinse now. So, I gotta go. It's time to rinse, and then I gotta, like, finish up the rest of these dishes. But this side is full, so Thank you guys. What do you think? You know, sometimes I don't know where these topics are gonna take me. I could talk about all kinds of things. Maybe you guys could give me some ideas. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Drop your comments down there in the bottom. Let me know what you're talking about, thinking about, and all that stuff. Talk to you soon.